Welcome to RPG Community College. Today I just wanted to talk about what I've been up to in Path of Exile. I've actually been having a lot of fun in Blight League, despite all the bugs and kind of the frustrating encounters. But when Blight does work, I think it works really well, and I've been enjoying it. And I set a goal for myself to kill Uber Elder for the first time, and that's actually going really well. And I've been trying out new playstyles. Like, I tried a Totem build for the first time, and it really didn't go so well, but I did learn a lot from it. The first thing I learned is that you should always POB your builds. I thought I could just kind of breeze through with my big glowy brain, but as is often the case, my big glowy brain is not as big and glowy as I thought it was. So this build ended up really underperforming, as probably seen in the background right now. It just didn't have the damage. Like, I thought 6 totems, all raining blades on top of everything. You know, it would be nice. You could use concentrated effect since you had 6 totems, and you would still have like good area coverage. I tried going non-crit, which is probably a huge reason why my damage suffered so much. But I thought I could make up for it with Elemental Overload and just using Orb of Storms to proc that. But really in the end I couldn't. I went a Scion instead of a Hierophant because I was going to go Avatar of Fire and just make it a full fire conversion build, and then use the Scion Chieftains covered in Ash to further, boost that damage up, which that did work really well, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Like, I struggled to kill a Yellow Elder. I couldn't even kill the portals fast enough to do the encounter correctly. So it was after that I pretty much just scrapped the build and tried to cut my losses. Even before that though, I knew it really wasn't going that well, and I tried investing, just sinking a bunch of currency into it to try and salvage it, but I should have just stopped a long time ago and just opened up Path of Building and looked at it and realized, wow, this is a giant piece of shit. And really the Totem playstyle is just not for me. It's too slow, and I couldn't really get the smoothness and the zoom that I wanted out of it. And fun fact with my build, I could have socketed in Purifying Flame, and it instantly would have become a better build. Even with a lower level Purifying Flame, it dealt more damage than Bladefall. And I also could socket in Divine Ire, and even without properly scaling the damage, it does more damage than both of the skills. Because Divine Ire is actually insane right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it about my failed Totem build. Needed more damage. Should have used POB from the beginning. And Bladefall is not the best skill if you're not going crit. But one thing that was really good about the build is that I had a mine set up. And mines are really strong right now if you want to use them as your main skill, but they're also good as utility skills. I was using Wave of Conviction with High Impact Mine and Charge Mine support to substantially increase my damage. Wave of Conviction is going to be able to apply exposure for you, lowering resistances, on top of High Impact Mine's chance to deal double damage, and Charge Mines is going to generate power and friendly charges for you, and all of this for a 4-link. That's all this costs you. You get frenzy charges, power charges, 30% chance to deal double damage, exposure. This is nuts. If you're running a Totem build right now, or a brand build, like Armageddon brand, Storm brand, whatever, find a way to incorporate a mine setup into your build. It's just going to increase your damage by a ton. Even just using Pyroclast Mine for Armageddon brand is going to give you a bunch of base fire damage, which is going to increase the damage of your Ignite. Or if you're not going that route, it just provides you more damage to scale off of. Stormburst Mine increases damage taken, and I think the best one is High Impact Mine with just chance to double your damage. That's really strong. I mean, who doesn't want to just deal double damage? It's fucking stupid. Use High Impact Mine, it's amazing. Even if you're not running a Totem or a brand build, these can still be useful. There are many bosses where you just have time to set up, like fighting the Abyss or the Vol boss in Delve. They just stand in the middle of the arena and they never move. So you can just throw a bunch of mines under them and then DPS to your heart's content. Aziri is another one that just doesn't really move around a lot. the Shaper has, those RP phases where he just talks and gives you all the time in the world to set up. Even the Elder Arena really isn't that big. And if you do enough damage, Elder doesn't move around that much. Mind skills are not just strong as your main skill. And if you take the time to use them as a utility skill, they're going to provide you with huge benefits as well. Especially if you're a Totem or a brand build. I really think if you're a Totem or a brand build and you don't have a mind setup, I don't think you're playing the build right anymore. And for my next build, I'm actually going to be making a brand build, because I had a lot of fun playing with Armageddon brand in the Scorching Ray build, but I mostly just used it for clear. I didn't really try to focus on like ramping up its damage for single target, and I kind of wanted to do that, but since I already did Armageddon brand, I decided to make a Storm brand build, and I ended up, well, at first I started off as an assassin, is what the original plan was, but then I just swapped it over to a Trickster and POB, and it instantly just dealt more damage. It was a little tankier, and I thought it was going to be a little bit better character for delving because of just the sustain that Trickster gets from Patient Reaper. And also Trickster gets easy Frenzy and Power Charge generation and non-chaos added as chaos. So the damage scales a little bit better, I guess. Because of the non-chaos added as chaos, you just kind of got more layers of scaling, making things a little beefier. But it's only true if the target isn't on low life or full life, of course. Like, once you get a target down to 30% life, like nothing's gonna kill it faster than an assassin. But I wanted to make a character more focused on delving, because I thought that would be good to just, have it laying around. And the build has great clear speed and great damage, and just because of how brands function, they're great boss killing skills. Like I said earlier, I plan on killing Uber Elder for the first time, and after I do that, I'm gonna make a build guide for it. I'm really close. I pretty much just gotta spawn him. Like I've killed Shaper, I've completed the quest, and spawning him is much easier than it used to be, so it shouldn't really take all that long, and I can hopefully start working on the build guide soon. And I'm really excited to start playing the next build I have after the Storm brand Trickster 2, which is going to be a Poison Blade Vortex build. I've been theory crafting it out, and Poison is looking really strong this league, and I think this one has a lot of potential. Especially as a SSF build, because with the Elder Gloves, you can scale elements pretty well. But that's going to be all for this video. Build guide for a Stormbrand Trickster coming up soon. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I'll leave you with a video of me killing Shaper on my Stormbrand Trickster, and give you a little sneak peek about what's coming up. But I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors, and I hope to see you again soon.
He's injured, but not for long. We need to get back. They lied to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.